Tremors 2 Aftershocks is a straight-to-video sequel to the 1990 hit Tremors. Released to the video market on April 9, 1996, this little film with a lot of punch would prove that the Tremors concept was not just a flash in the pan, paving the way for many more sequels to come. Having squandered his big opportunity for fame and fortune, Earl Bassett is now living alone and doing his best to cope with an uncertain future. But opportunity soon knocks in the form of Uber-fan Grady Hoover, who approaches him with an offer he can't refuse. A pack of graboids is menacing the Petromaya oil refinery in southern Mexico, and the owners are willing to pay handsomely to get rid of them. Earl and Grady head to the scene, eventually recruiting the help of survivalist Burt Gummer when the job proves to be bigger than they initially thought. After a successful run of blowing up graboids with dynamite strapped to remote-control cars, things for the small band of intrepid hunters are looking up. But all isn't as it seems as the graboids begin to mutate into a horde of smaller monsters called shriekers that can not only sense body heat, but attack in packs above the ground. Earl, Grady, Burt, and the rest of the refinery staff find themselves in a fight for their lives as they face off against a terrifying enemy that none of them have ever faced before. Writers S.S. Wilson and Brett Maddock returned to scripting duties with Wilson directing. The story was originally set in Australia, with Kevin Bacon and Reba McEntire set to reprise their roles from the previous film. McEntire eventually declined due to scheduling conflicts from a tour that she was on at the time. Bacon showed interest but ultimately decided to pass in order to star in Apollo 13. With their star power no longer interested, Universal opted to slash the budget from $17 million to just $4 million and kick it down to their straight-to-video division. The script was redone to accommodate the new budget, with Australia being swapped out for the more budget-friendly Mexico. To further save on costs, some of the cast and crew agreed to work for less money, including director S.S. Wilson, who offered to direct the film for free to save on the cost of hiring someone else. Filming took place in Valencia, California in early 1994. However, the film sat on the shelf for nearly 2 years before being released. Test audiences responded so positively to it that the producers fought hard to try and get it a theatrical release. These efforts eventually failed, ultimately leading to its final fate as a straight-to-video release in 1996, almost 2 years after it finished filming. Reviews were largely positive, with many considering it to be one of the best straight-to-video sequels ever made. I loved the original Tremors, so when this came out, I was sure to see it. Now, since it was a straight-to-video film, I wasn't expecting much, but ended up being pleasantly surprised. The lower budget was hard to miss, but you could tell that everyone involved had a healthy respect for the original film and were having a great time. In my review for Tremors, I talked about how much I enjoyed the chemistry between Fred Ward and Kevin Bacon in that film. So to have Bacon missing here is something that stands out to me. Still, Fred Ward's lovable rogue Earl carries the film well. Chris Gratton's character Grady is a fun sidekick in his own right, and Michael Gross's Burt Gummer pretty much steals the show in every scene he's in. And let's not forget about the Shriekers. They've grown on me a lot over the years and have become one of my favorite creatures from the whole Tremors series. Though I don't think that it's nearly on the same level as the original, I like Tremors too. And it's probably my favorite of all the sequels. I'd like to give a quick shout out to my good buddy Coach Coachman, who suggested this review in the comments section of my Tremors video. If you'd like me to cover something, it's easy. Just subscribe to the channel and make a suggestion in the comments. If it's one I'm interested in doing, I'll cover it and give you the shout out. Thanks as always for watching. If you have any thoughts on Tremors 2, be sure to share in the comments. Much appreciated, and until the next time, have a good one.